What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is pretty much a prep day, getting the car ready for H2O. We have about 10 days till we leave. We're leaving next Friday. It is Monday right now. So today we are prepping the fender flares to get painted. Today we're just going to be sanding down pretty much all the little imperfections, starting from there. And then also we have to finish up my lights. All we have to do for that is seal up the lenses, but first we're going to have to kind of sand down the lenses, polish them, and then seal them back up, and then pretty much install them on the car, and then we're done. Let me give you a sneak peek as to what they're going to look like. We have them pretty much like halfway done right now. Well, they're done. They just need to be resealed, and then we can go from there. So, all right, here they are. Pretty sick. I wanted to go for more of like a chrome inside, and then the housing that goes around this is a gloss black with like granite flake in it. Got a high lens for the high beam, Panamera 2.0 shroud with a multicolor halo behind it, and then as well as a demon eye. Yep, pretty sick setup. And then my housings are somewhere else right now. Actually, those are it on the ground. And then we are going to get the rest of it assembled here, hopefully pretty soon. Then we just have to get everything wired up, installed back on the car, and then we are ready to go. Not sure if we said this yet, but we are trailering my car down. I think we're renting a Silverado and towing it down on a trailer to H2O and then popping it off the trailer. Reason being is the motor's pretty old on the car, so I didn't really want to drive it the 6.5–7 hour trip and then drive it around for the rest of the weekend. As well, it's kind of nice to have a trailer just in case if something were to happen. And then also I kind of have some wheel shake that I think is the front differential bearing. Once we get it down there, we're going to pop it off the trailer, and then that's what we're going to be driving around. Time to get the car prepped, get all these fenders sanded, and then they probably go in for paint here in the next couple days or so. Got all my new hardware in the mail, looks nice and clean. I also went with more of a polished or chrome look for that too. I don't really like paint matched hardware for the blue. I kind of like a contrast between like the hardware color and the fenders itself. So what I'm doing right now is sanding down pretty much the imperfections. Like I said, I'm going over it with some Scotch-Brite first, and then if I need to get a little bit deeper into it, we have 800 grit sandpaper or 2000 grit sandpaper. First, I'm going to start off with the Scotch-Brite pad and kind of just scuff it up so that it is nice and prepped for clinging onto the paint. Some of the imperfections I'm talking about there, where it's lifted up on the left side of the hole. So that's just the little things we're looking for that are kind of like the imperfections within the gel coat that they put over the kit when they send them out. Alright, and it's looking a lot better. Gonna do some final touches to it, but definitely brought down that little hump that was right next to the hole. Alright, dudes, got most of the stuff sanded for tonight. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna head to the gym because, man, the last couple weeks have been like just kind of focused on the car and really haven't been like focused on myself. So all the car needs left is getting paint, and then, like I said, sealing up the headlights, and then we are headed down to H2O. So can't wait to see you guys down there. We'll pick up in the next clip when we're either painting or whatever's going on next. See you.
What's up, guys? We're back at Circuitine. I don't know if we ever left. I don't know where the last video was. I think it was here.
Last night sanding.
Last night sanding?
Yeah.
I'm here now. I'm actually just working on some lights. I got a couple minutes before I have to take a light out of the oven. I actually have to do that right now. So I'm going to pass you guys over to Jordan. He's actually going to be trying out these adapters that I was running on my car for a while when I was running Adam's STI wheels. So obviously now I got my own wheels. So I'm going to pass those on to Jordan to try out Jeff's wheels that he's got on his STI. So it's just a bunch of people swapping wheels today.
Hello. Where's my damn lug key?
Here's the fitment with my wheels and an adapter. Feels sick. Well, looking like Superman out here, but funny story, I was actually going to buy this style wheel before I bought the other ones, but they were going to be gray, obviously not red. But just getting a fitment check. Alright, here is the front. Front is not as aggressive as the rear, but still better than what we had before. Especially if we got rid of the camber and the stretch, we could fill that in pretty good. Welcome back. We are installing the lights tonight finally. We have completed the lights. If you guys haven't seen a picture of them, I'll post a picture right here. They look absolutely killer. I can't be more happy with them. They turned out sick. I don't know what else to say. They turned out really sick. Tonight we're installing them. I have one side already in right now, and I'm going to show you guys installing the other side. Right now, if you didn't know, we have some old JDM blow-by housings in here that are actually out of an STI, I believe, or they might just all come with HIDs. But either way, these are JDM housings. I'll show you the new ones in just a second because I think they look killer even on the car. I'm not really a big fan of black housings on pretty much any color of car besides black or white. I've seen guys with other blue Subarus with black housings, but I'm just really not a fan of it. But I think I found a perfect balance of exactly what I wanted, with a little bit of chrome and a little bit of black. Let me show you guys. These are the new housings and they look absolutely killer on the car, and we are just wiring up the HIDs. What's cool about the projector is it's bi-xenon, so it does low and high beam, and then this is another high beam, so basically you have dual high beams when you flick your high beam on. So I've heard they are super bright. They look so sick. One of the main reasons they took a little bit longer for me to complete, since we actually started this probably April, I think, so we kind of took the summer to do this. Reason being it took a little bit longer is I wanted to make sure that I got my hands on everything to learn the process, ins and outs of how to actually build the lights, so when I'm talking to people here about it, I actually know what I'm talking about and not just like, oh well, I don't know really what went down. But wanted to get my hands on everything and learn the behind the scenes process of how to do this, but tonight is the night that we're installing them. Luckily, the car will be done for H2O. We have some of the fenders painted as well. They just need to be sanded a little bit for the clear coat and redo kind of like the edges for it. Jeff's doing an amazing job on that. Super stoked with that. But yes, we're gonna have everything done. Fender flares will be on, new lights will be on, and the car will be going down to H2O with basically a brand new setup looking like a whole different car. So I'm super stoked that any of you guys down there are going to be able to see it in person at H2O. So let's get these lights installed. So here's the back of the JDM housings. On the bottom, they actually come with these ballasts, which makes it a little bit harder to take these in and out of the car than the WRX style, where they don't have the ballast on the bottom, so it makes it kind of easier to pop up into the bumper. Alright, cool thing number, I don't really know. We got too much cool stuff going on tonight. Also, we are replacing my turn signal bulb, which goes on the back right here, as well as the parking light up here with both LEDs. Let me show you the turn signal one, because I think this one is pretty cool. So this is the new parking light. Super, super tiny, but makes a world's difference. And this is the turn signal bulb. So instead of having like an amber looking bulb, it's an LED with an amber color to it, so it looks clear inside the headlights, and then when it turns on, it's a nice amber color. Alright, we are polishing the car and buffing it out and trying to get the paint as best looking as possible. Before we throw the flares on, the flares are done, they're painted. Clear coat is all good to go. We're just waiting to put those on, maybe for a couple days to let them dry. But they look sick, and the body of the car is so dirty that they actually don't match the same kind of blue that the flares are now. So we're going back and correcting all the paint. Thanks to Ryan for coming out, because I am not the best at this at all, and he's actually way better at correcting paint and doing detail stuff like that. So I brought him out tonight, and then we're going to be putting it back together pretty soon. Welcome back to the last clip. The car is 100% done. Fully detailed, polished, waxed, buffed. Flares are on, flares are painted. It looks absolutely killer. I'm so stoked. Huge, huge, huge thank you to everybody that helped and put their hands on this. It was done in 20 days. Everything, paint correction, wheel spacers, cutting, flares fitted, cutting the flares painted, fully detailing the car, which took 2 days, interior detail. It looks sick. Super, super stoked on this. I'm just looking at it right now. I've just been looking at it the last like half hour. Looks super sick. I haven't seen my car one color without the primer crap. in a year and a half, 2 years. It hasn't been like clean in 2 years, and now seeing it back together like looks so killer. I don't know what else to say. Looks sick. The last step, I guess, would be I gotta get new wheels and then dial in more fitment stuff. It doesn't look terrible right now, but we leave for H2O in 2 days. So we finished the car pretty much 1 day before leaving for H2O. But yeah, it looks killer. It's like everything that I wanted it to look like. And then especially when that fitment's dialed in, it's gonna look so sick. Thank you to everybody who put their hands on the car with me and got it done before H2O, right in time. Everything's done. Huge thank you to Jeff for painting the fenders, which I would have had to, probably wouldn't have happened in time for us to leave if I were to send it somewhere else. But it looks killer. Looks so killer. So on that note, you're gonna have to wait till the next video for the full reveal, but I'll put it in black and white when I turn it around.